Alright, we're back again. More interruptions. Okay, let's get this chamfer here cut. Pretty heavy right there. A huge gap over there. Something ain't right. Let's see, I am guessing that I did not do that, and I'm pretty sure I didn't do that. Alright, too many interruptions. I don't think I centered up my bore. Pretty sure I didn't center up my bore. It's a good thing I didn't start cutting already, I'd be in trouble. Yeah, it appears I'm a little off. Oh, this is one of their holes way off. Yeah. So the cylinders should be in line with each other. Right now they're way off. It shouldn't be off. Is that camera getting hit by my crank handle again? Just a little bit. Through 3, 7 to 2. It's 1. So we'll put the 1 back we need for there. See how even that is? It's supposed to be round. 0 side to side. That square there. It's off by a few thou. Get a little bit more. It's way the hell out of whack. All right. It's close enough that way, I think. Go ahead and check on the bottom down here. See how far off we are this way. About 3/1000 on this back wall. Split the difference a little bit. You see how that gets way heavy over there. So now we need to figure out what the error is. So I'm going to go ahead and measure down the side of the wall here with a thread in the case. That was 156. That was 180. 180. That was 178, 180. This one's 156. We're way too close to this edge, which I thought we were anyway. So when they bored it way over this way, and I'm showing 27 thou movement from this one to this one. So I think they bored it 27 thou off. So if we're not getting that much here, we got 180 versus call it 160. 20 thou, it's a 10 thou error. So if I kick it back 10 thousandths from where I am now, it might square it up and be where the cylinder would drop down evenly like it's supposed to be, unlike where it is right now. So I'm going to go ahead and move it back 10 thou, so we're at 27. I'll move it to 17. Okay, I moved it 9 thousandths. That'll get it almost squared up here. It's going to cut this side quite a bit, and then you're going to cut it all over here. So when you go put the cylinder down, it's not even going to touch on this side. But at least the cylinder can go down more evenly. You can also see it that the dowel pin hole over here is not open. This one here, they completely cut through the side of it. So you can tell it's way over center. Because whoever put it in here, they didn't bore it on center, which is always fun. So that makes it all screwed up. Then we'll go ahead and put it on that extra thou, screw it. There, close enough. 9/10 more. Okay, so I put it back on center for that one. That is still, let's see, we're 27, 17. So we're still 17 thou different than what this cylinder is, so it's probably still off, but at least it's closer now. So whoever did this job did a very, very bad job. That's the problem when you come back and redo someone else's work. It's usually not the best in the world. Okay, so now we're centered at least. I'm going to go ahead and put this in there and do a chamfer and see where we come in at. Alright, come down here again. Nope, just hit. Now we're hitting on this back corner because we already cut the other side when I had the other spot. So it's re-squaring itself. Alright. Zero that out. Okay, let's see we get going the other way. Pretty heavy chamfer. that thing's cut way off center. Still need more. Oh yeah, that gave me quite a bit. Okay, that should allow me to take a little bit of a cut. Still clean. Give it a couple more thou just for the hell of it. Wrong direction there. Alright. That'll allow me to cut things. Okay. What fun. You out. Put the big cutter in here. Okay, just gonna make sure we clear the end of the case here. Can't go all the way across, I'll put a big notch in that, so you have to work around that problem. Yep, we dug in. Okay. I think we have to clear it way over here. Camera's in the way again. Okay, we go at least that far. Yeah. Okay, looks like we should just about clean everything when we nail that over there. Just about. Okay. So I can go a little bit bigger diameter. Clears out a little easier. Nail this pretty heavy here. Just clear it. Angle looks about the same now where it's going to come across. And looks like we got a ½ inch past our mark, so we're going to quit. Okay. start making chips now. There's a lot of work before you can make chips. Okay. Okay. Looks like I did it in one pass because I cut in too much. Okay, looks like that'll clean up. Didn't quite clean around the hole right here, but it's pretty close. Give one more thousandths. It's about the same as I did on the other one, about 9 thou or so. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to make one pass, go across. When I start hitting the primary right here, I'm going to feed it out. And then I should get off that edge and go and continue on off. So it should be a nice, good, even cut after that. So that's how we're going to do it. Alright, so the finish. So when I get over to here, I've started feeding it out. And you see I left them a little mark going on. I didn't quite feed out quick enough, but still got plenty of meat in there. So now it gave me a nice, good double cut surface all the way around. You can see how somebody jammed a big screwdriver in here because the cylinders are so stinking tight they couldn't get them off. It's got a big burr right there. I'll take that with a file, knock that off. You can see how they were jamming something in here, a screwdriver or something too, to get underneath the cylinder. So barely cleaning there, but it cleaned. Got most all these nicks out that were in there. So got that cleaned up. Okay, now you can see how the chamfer here is a lot thinner than what it was before. Here's what the other one is. So it's close right now, but I just have to bore this out, so it's going to get thinner. So I probably have to come back and recut it. And you can see how this hole is off center. See how this one here has got meat on it, and this one here they cut through the thing. So, oh well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bore the center out here, get the cylinder so they drop down, and continue. We'll do the same thing like before, where you try to get the cylinder and goes all the way down the bottom. Definitely a lot of errors on this motor. Alright, so we're done with this one. I can come back. Put the bowling bar back in now. Come on. 0. Too far. Far again. Close enough. Yeah, 1 and 1. That'll work. Okay. Let's go down and see what we got here. Okay. Go down and set our depth stop now. Camera's in the way again. It does that a lot, it looks like. Okay, get close. All right. Okay. I gotta take my bolt out so I don't cut it. Where's my Allen at? What did I do with my Allen? There it is. Okay, we put our clamp on there, wherever it ran off to. Keep losing my parts. One clamp. Okay, should be good. As long as this doesn't flip off and hit this, will be fine. Otherwise, I'll be in trouble. Okay, so we're gonna hit anything here? Doesn't look like it. See what happens. We are cutting a little bit. Looks like we're too far that way. Okay. See it cutting anywhere except right here. See what we got here. 63. Looks like we're about 76. Quite a bit more than it should be. Not sure why that's moved so much. Give it a 3.5 thou movement. See what happens here. Okay, try it again. Not cutting anything now. I don't know why this didn't cut like it was supposed to. It's not cutting like it was supposed to cut. I don't know why. A few more thousandths here to cut. Get this thing to square up a little bit. Doesn't appear to be cutting again. We'll see. Somewhere. Okay, cut a little bit over there. Trying to center this bore up a little bit, so still up there about that. One more pass. Okay, we're starting to cut where it belongs close to now. Cut a little bit over here. $75. And I'm still at 65 over there. 73. 61. These ones are way off. Can't get to that one. Alright. Our big problem is we have no idea where our bore is at. Everything's so uneven. Don't have anything to really go by. And we're 92 that way, so we're still way undersized. That's 408, right, or 407, which is the size there, but we're not even near cutting over here, so that's a bogus number. This here's the closest I can read this way. 97, 399.7. This one with hair this big is way undersized, I guess. Probably 10 thou at least, if not more, where it should have been. Okay, let's take some more off, see what happens. Gonna sneak up on it. Gonna go slow, then cut way too much. I already cut more than I wanted to on the first pass. See, now it's cutting over here about to this line right here now, over here. See what's really happening. And 69, 68 there. It's hard to measure to a thread hole, they're not very even to begin with. Alright, we're a little bit closer. I'm going to give a little bit more. cutting on that pull on the far side over there now. So I'm going to start getting an accurate dimension of my offset now. Should be enough on the diameter now because I went another 10th out on my cutter, so should have enough clearance. Alright, now what do we got over here? 65. It's about 63. So it's almost centered up now. We cut right at the center of the case here. Not quite over there. Come and kick it over a couple thou here. Come on, one more 10th. There it is. That's enough. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give it 3 or 4 thou more there just for the hell of it. And that should be the last cut, hopefully. Try to put the cylinder in to see. That's coming on the back side. The pal center now on the other case, which is good. Chamfer's going to be way off. Definitely have to work on that. Okay. Still about 62 or so, 63. 63 right there. Looks like those are equal. Okay, I'm gonna measure across the lifter block hole and see what we got this way. Around 292. Yeah, I can't get in and measure this one. Clamps in the way. I'm at 275, so I'm definitely, it's a lot thicker, so it's still is more material here than it's supposed to be. We're still way off center. I can only correct so much. Okay, I'm going to leave that right now for now, I think. I'm not sure. I'm not 180 across where I can measure a bore down there yet. The closest I can get is this direction, this way. And I cannot see what it is. It's 395 that direction. Get over here and see if I can get something to go by here. Right, 407, 408, so it's not like we're huge. I'm measuring in low spots because we haven't cleaned all the way over that edge yet. As long as the cylinder fits in the hole, it'll work. It's got so much float side to side, it'll self-center if it has to. That's what you don't like, though. You don't want to be floating around there. We should be within 5 thou of what we need, but I'm going to leave it. I'm not sure where I'm at, so I don't want to make it super loose, obviously. Come back with our chamfer tool now. Pretty much all or nothing what we're doing here. Our setup's completely lost where we're at, so it's going to be hard to repeat exactly the same dimensions. Do my best though. Okay, I think that's my 0 point. There's 1, 2. Whoa. Ooh, that's close to that clamp. All right. Oop, other direction. That's a pretty good cut. It's close. Get a few more at that, we're really close. Okay, I'm going to take this all apart and we're going to go ahead and measure up. Put the cylinder on there and see if it fits in there like it's supposed to. If we're lucky, we should be pretty close. Okay. Out of the way. Oh, the camera's getting in the way again. I'm gonna move the camera. Keeps getting in the way of the handle over there. 104, huh? Alright, the cylinder we're going to use. It doesn't really wobble, so it ain't loose. That's good. Feeler gauge is tight. 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 Perfect. Looks like I guessed pretty close. I have no wobble front to rear. I've only got that much side to side, which ain't much. I don't know if you can see it, but it's not much, see? So it's pretty stinking close. That's a good sign. Alright. That's pretty tight. Probably should have put the bolt in there and checked with the bolt just to make sure. That's where the last job had a problem. Appears to be a bunch of chips in the hole over there too. Okay, it's torqued. Rear cylinder, front cylinder. Definitely snug. It needs another 5 more out of the bore. We're all the way down. Comes off easy, but it, yeah, I guess it's alright. It just, I must have jammed it up a little bit going down. Alright, it's definitely better than I thought it was going to be. So I'll show you exactly what I did over here, because it's pretty off center. You can see where the cylinder's rubbing right here. See, it's not really going all the way in because the bore I think is about 5 thou too small. It's kind of self-centering itself because it's loose on this side. You can see where my cut ended right here. And over here, this was the first cut, which was a little off. This other cut ended right here. Now the distance in these bolt holes between, and these threads between here and this one is where I'm almost the same now. So the bore, the cylinder is centered front to back now, but we're still off center this way. It's too much. There's too much left because this is thicker than the same distance on the front, which these should be on centered, identical offset, and they're not. And that's because whoever did this screwed it up first time. And you can see that over here, even though this bore was cut oversized right in here, it never cut through the dowel hole. This one back here, you can see how it's cutting through the hole there. It's got a crack in it. It's right up on that thin edge and it's cracking into it. So this is cut, this is closer than what this one is, which is still the same thing as what we're seeing over here. Okay, well either way, this all fits together now, so now I gotta take this out, clean all this stuff up, blow it all off, put the studs back in it, put the crank back in it, and then see if everything else fits like it's supposed to. So hopefully we got the machining part of it done. But definitely an all-day project so far, but realistically it worked about 2.5 to 3 hours on it today. But all right, I'll get this done off camera. You don't need to watch me clean stuff. So there we go.